It cost $69,126 to watch this video. It's now up 2.5% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is trading at 3,731, which is up 56% in that time. And both USDT and USDC are at 99. What does the fact that cents isn't too bad mean? It's simple. We've seen money leave horses and go into markets. When money leaves the markets, it goes back to the stables. If we see a lot of money leaving the markets, the stables will rise to $1 again. They're going to spend more than $1. We've seen them for $2 at XRP. The amount is 53 pennies. Listen to that. It's trying to get to 54 cents. Could that happen today? Perhaps there is a small pump that we can see. There are 2,594,400,000 different cryptocurrencies out there, which I like. Even though there was a small change just now, the market is still in that chop range, right? It's just a matter of waiting, right? You should be patient right now because it's not a bad buy. Pick a good time to buy Cardano. I'm going to buy this right now, or I might buy it later. It's pretty in red, but I have no idea what's going on. So maybe a few more ICPH bars won't hurt it, Cran, but I'm sure we could get about 10 times as much out of it. I'm looking into it. Adding a little more Polkadot chain link might even make things better. I have no plans to add any more touches. Yes, Casper XLM is 11 cents. After all, the fact that XLM might be higher than XRP is disturbing. Remember that you bought the thing today and will keep it for 4, 5, or 6 years. You are still getting your XRP back. It's as easy as that every month. It's not hard to figure out that he was there, hated it with all his heart, and is absolutely angry. That's about all I can say about him. Why is he so mad? Because, well, Ethereum now has an ETF, which makes him sad. This person is upset and thinks he should take a step back. Even though the charts he releases showing his mistakes are embarrassing, he thought that Bitcoin would be the only thing that would get an ETF. I haven't filed with him in years because he's so bad. He is one of those people who puts out charts, so you can always tell when people are just talking more bullish talk, become excited, and then they follow him. They find that he is still showing the same chart and that nothing has changed. But these Bitcoin zealots are mad because they think Bitcoin would be the only ETF that is available. You might think that Bitcoin would win, but it won't. A number of these well-known cryptocurrencies will be paired with ETFs. Tara thinks that the chop is done. She says that we need to go over 67,800 again. The email from 2 days ago was sent out. We're no longer below it. Well, we have about $69,000. It looks like the next push-up should be made, which means I think the chop is over. I think it will go fully parabolic, setting us up, and it will be around $8,000. I don't think there will be many more big drops in Bitcoin or the altcoin markets as a whole. If things get really bad, I think it will soon be time for the game. There will be a lot of people who are mad at themselves. You have an amazing chance if you act now. Although we had hoped to buy more, as I already said, we can get pretty darn close. We're not going to go down. 60,000 was in the bottom range, and it turned out to be right. What should we do now? That is, in fact, the magic question. Will there be another small turnaround, or is this the lowest outs can get? I showed you the XRP charts over and over, and Keith and I worked on them together. You know that 48 cents was the low point for XRP. Right now, we're at about 53 cents, which is in your buy zone. For those of you who still want to get more XRP, this is the area we are looking at. If you buy this for 48 cents, 50 cents, or 55 cents, you won't care where you bought it when it goes to $3, $5, or $6. This is assuming that this is a medium to long-term game, and by long-term we mean the next 6 to 12 months. But you know what's going to happen. I know what happens because I've seen it happen every single time in crypto since 2017. Many of you who are new probably don't understand it, but this is what's going to happen. Things start to float. Are not attractive prices start to go sideways, or even down a little, prices start to go red. You have to change your mind when you see red. When you see green, a lot of people see green. What you should be looking at is something that makes you feel good, like a beauty walking right up to you and throwing her at you. They get excited, riled up and crazy, and then they start buying. They get ripped off if they don't buy green right now. Now is the time to buy and stock up, not when this thing flips and these green candles start to be made. Now is when the money is. As I've been buying, I bought a huge chunky in February and just bought another huge chunky for, I don't know, the end of April or the beginning of this month. I did a little dollar cost average. My averages went down, and now many of my assets are making money. We haven't even reached the positive zone yet, so if I'm already seeing green on, say, 75% of the assets I just bought, that's a good sign because the adjustment just took a big drop. That's the way to do it. Your DCA, and I want to buy more and make my shares bigger, my dollar cost average, or how much I need to spend to get to the current prices is what I've been using a little chat GPT to figure out. That is, I think the bottom is in. There doesn't seem to be much that could go wrong. And I'm ready to do 15/20x here. What else does the strap have planned? This is nice. Even though I've talked about it before, I'm going to do it again. Use ISO 2022 to learn more about Ethereum or ETFs. Take a look at Bit21. It will help Ripple and XRP in the US. What will happen when basic Ripple goes public, which could be in 2026? Look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Check out what XRP ETF does too. I think it will also come next year. An election for the SBI is coming up. Japan 2025, the new Ripple stablecoin will also be added to Coinbase in New York through an XRP exchange. Don't forget about the BlackRocks. Now that Ledger AM is over, we never heard anything about the BlackRock ETF, but they said it was fake. It should have put people in jail, but it didn't happen because it was fake. A lot is coming up and everything is falling into place. Okay, people are yelling and kicking because XRP isn't moving. I'll make sure to follow my friend Sergio. That makes sense, but we also know what we agreed to when we joined XRP. Anything that involves bank states and money takes time to organize and record. Morgan, there is a reason for all of this, and JP Morgan knows what Ripple the company is doing and who Ripple the company is, who Ripple works with, and what they do with the XRP token and the XRP ledger to fix a banking system that isn't working right. Take a look. It's time for a little chat. Ripple XRP doesn't want a big uptake if they can win a court case against the SEC. This is not what I say. This is what JP Morgan says. GPT Dan believes that Ripple will go public on June 1st, 2025. There's no way for AI to know what will happen in the future, so we should just wait and see what happens next year. You could be wrong. Dion John, everyone pray for this man. This is John Dion. I wasn't sure who Senator Warren was referring to when she wrote in a blog post about how much better the economy was getting. But after reading her most recent bill, I realized it was the bankers. She is now the best bank spokeswoman in the country. Having promised to hold banking responsible in the past, you can listen, vote, and clean up if you want to. Dear Dion, and it will be interesting and fun to see how things go. Dion VS. JT is trying to say that he thinks there will be a move in November, which could mean that we won't fight this, and we'll definitely see it happen in November. Warren Apex pops, which shows up before it ticks. Like cryptocurrency, Time Bomb pays attention to the whales who drive the market.